Hello everyone. I'm going to show you an easy way to understand rounding. We will begin working on rounding next week. So let me show you an easy way to practice rounding numbers of any size. The first thing that I teach my students is this quick little jingle over here. And it says 5 or more, you go next door, 4 or less, you let it rest. Now I'm going to show you how to do that in action. Here we go. So let's take a look at our first number. Our first number that we're rounding is 315,218. Now I call this my rounding mountain. Sometimes I may call it a roller coaster. So if you notice, I have two numbers that are at the bottom of both ends of my mountain. These are what we call friendly numbers. I know that my first digits that are in my thousands period will remain the same because, again, I'm rounding to the nearest hundred. So 315,000 stays the same. And then I go to the place that I'm rounding to, and it happens to be the hundreds place. So I put a line under the digit in the place that I'm rounding to. Then I go next door and I circle the digit that comes before it. So I'm looking to round to the nearest hundred. So the first benchmark number would be 315,200. And the second benchmark number would be 315,300. Notice these two numbers are in the hundreds place. The number here, 218, is going to fall between 200 and 300 in the hundreds place. So it's the digit that I circled is going to determine if I round up or down. Let's go back to our little jingle over here. 5 or more, we go next door. 4 or less, we let it rest. So the number that I circled is a 1. 1 is less than 5. So I know I'm going to let it rest. So 315,218 rounded to the nearest hundred would give me 315,200. Okay, let's try it again with another number, this time with the 5-digit number. Our number is 49,816. We're going to round to the nearest to the nearest thousand. So I underline the digit in the place that I'm rounding to. The 9 is in the thousands place. And I circle the digit that came just before it, which happens to be the 8. I'm rounding to the nearest thousand. So 49 comes down, 49,000 and 50,000. I know that 49,816 is going to fall between these two numbers. So I circle my 8. Let's go back to our jingle. 5 or more, we go next door. 4 or less, we let it rest. 8 is more than 4, so that means that we're going to go next door. That means that we're going to round up. So 49,816 rounded to the nearest thousand would be 50,000. Okay, let's try one more. Let's try this one here. We have 241,138. Excuse me. And we're going to round to the nearest hundred. I underline the digit in the place that I'm rounding to. Circle the digit to the right, which happens to be 3. So now I have to find my friendly numbers. 241,100. 241,000, 200. So This 3, the number that I circled, is the one that determines if I round up or down. 4 or less, I let it rest. The number 3 is less than 4. So I know 241,138 will round to 241,100. I hope that helps when it comes to understanding how to round numbers. Bye-bye.